Are back for another video of Data Zero. This is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence for buying any stock or crypto asset. That being said, the top in the charts facts data showing you what is going on for the day and the rest of this week. So right now we're going to be talking about AMC, GME, SPY, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency. This video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. You do want to worry about max pain levels tomorrow. As you guys can see, max pain for AMC is going to be sitting at the current price, and this could change as early as tomorrow morning. It's sitting at $2. Right now, AMC is at a point where it's too risky to let it run, so I don't think they're going to let it run up to $2. Now, I want to point out that GME's max pain is sitting at $21. So they're going to be desperate to try to push GME down and push it down hard. Right now, at time of recording, they have a decent amount of short shares for GME, so that it is a little bit worrisome, but GME's technicals look really, really good, and I'm going to break that down here in a second. AMC's dark pool has been absolutely atrocious. They've been dark pooling on AMC heavy, trying to keep this thing down, and short interest has also recently exploded to 20.11%, showing a pure desperation. As you guys can see, prices at near all-time lows, while short interest is absolutely exploding. So this is showing desperation and potential liquidity issues here for the short sellers. So we definitely want to be aware of that. Now, falling wedge. This is what we talked about in yesterday's video, and we are seeing these falling wedges play out. AMC is fighting for the current price of 160. It was actually able to close at 160 here, as you guys can see. And if AMC is able to remain above 160, you're going to see a push towards 165. Now, if AMC is able to break and hold 165, you're going to see a significant move to the upside. And not only that, it's telling us that AMC is indeed bottoming and going to continue up in the overall uptrend that you're seeing. As you guys can see, AMC had this low here at 144, which I told you guys if we got the yes vote, we'd be coming down to 143, 145. We bottomed at 144. Now we made a bottom here off of 155. That's a higher low. This is extremely bullish, and this means an uptrend, which means a higher high is potentially coming here for AMC, which means AMC, when this is all said and done, could head towards 185 or 190. Now, if AMC is able to break and hold $2, which I don't think is going to be happening this week, could potentially be setting up for that next week, you're going to see an explosive movement to the upside here for AMC. Very, very similar. If GME is able to break above 22.01 and hold that level, you're going to see an explosive move for GME. Both AMC and GME are both breaking out of falling wedges right now. As you guys can see, we have this falling wedge here for GME, and we have this falling wedge here for AMC. Both of them are breaking out as expected. GME is looking really, really good here. Technically wise, you guys can see my prediction here on the white dotted line. I'm expecting consolidation, but as long as GME is able to stay above 2130, you should see a push towards 2148 to 2150. GME has this gap fill to the upside as well at those levels, and if GME is able to break and hold 2150, calls could start going in the money, and it could start pushing GME towards $22. Market makers are going to be fighting tooth and nail to try to keep us down, and they do have a decent amount of short shares. Right now, at time of recording, they have 6.4 million short shares here for GME. AMC a little bit less. They've been dumping a lot. They have 1.2 million here for AMC. They are going to be using these short shares tomorrow to try to be pushing the meme stocks down. GME, if it does break above 2150, things could get interesting. And then, of course, if it's able to break and hold $22, that's where things could get explosive here for GME. I think GME tomorrow is definitely setting up for a push for 2150. The question is it going to be able to break and hold that? I go live all the time. Put the bell notification on. That way you guys know I go live. And you know when I am giving you guys these technicals and news as it does become available. So you definitely want to put the bell notification on, like, and subscribe. Now, if you guys missed the recent news here for AMC and GME, there's a recent MMTLP, GME, AMC press conference, BBBUI. If you missed that, I posted the whole video on my channel. Make sure you guys check that out. Also, recent arbitrage numbers dropped here for AMC. Those numbers are pretty good, and AMC being the biggest theater chain is going to be receiving most of that traffic. And then then, of course, if you guys haven't heard, Ryan Cohen has got a recent incentive plan for GME, keeping it profitable and making it towards $100 billion market cap, which if it were to get that $100 billion market cap, that means GME price would absolutely explode. Roughly at this current float, $222 if GME were to get that market cap of $100 billion. Also, Ryan Cohen himself has bought more shares, so this is putting more faith in the company, showing insider buying, and I wish Adam Aron would follow suit, give himself a compensation incentive plan if AMC were to do good, because if AMC's price is going down, then Adam Aron shouldn't be getting paid. The CEO's job is to make value for the shareholders, not steal from it by constantly dumping shares. But Adam Aron, Ryan Cohen did recently buy some shares, so that's showing insider buying here for GME as well. So bullish fundamentals, bullish technicals. We have the falling wedge breakouts. Both AMC and GME are looking good for potentially a bullish Friday. The only thing I am worried about is a massive amount of manipulation, but it looks like GME is going to try to make a push towards 2150 and AMC is going to try to make a push towards 165. Remember, if AMC does hold 165, you're going to see a decent move to the upside, and that's showing that, yes, we are going to recover and remain in the overall uptrend that we've been in. And if GME is able to break and hold 2150, that means we are recovering and remaining in this overall uptrend that we've been in as far as the falling wedge breakout. And if things gets to $22, it could get explosive. If AMC gets to $2, that could get explosive. So that's what we're looking at for the meme stocks. Let's go ahead and move into SPY in the overall market, show you guys what's going on there. Then we'll move into BTC and crypto and wrap up this video. I told you guys in yesterday's video that SPY most likely would be seeing a recovery. That's exactly what we saw, but I told you guys not to get overly bullish. Some people were saying 700, stuff like that. I told you guys, no, we're not seeing 700 this week. SPY made a huge gap fill to the downside, gapping up this morning. That gap is going to need to get filled, and I believe we could potentially fill it as early as tomorrow. The gap starts here at about at 691.29. I repeat, 691.29, and goes down to 689.51. So watch for that gap. That gap could get filled as early as tomorrow morning. What I'm expecting for SPY is a push up pre-market, then a drop down in the morning, moving to the upside, but it's mostly going to be sideways, consolidating within a range. I do think that in the afternoon we could get some bullishness, and then heading in the close we could get some bearishness, but overall a pretty flat day for SPY tomorrow, as we did see this dump down. And I think overall SPY on the macro is topping out, which I gave you several reasons why, like the bearish divergence on the daily and the weekly time frame, and RSI, monthly RSI, being overbought. So there's reasons why I believe SPY is setting up for a larger correction down. And even if we did make it up to 700 is a huge psychological level that I don't think we will be able to beat. So this is what we're looking at for SPY in the overall market. This is my prediction. I think we're going to push up slightly pre-market, then drop down in the morning, find a bottom, and then be able to move to the upside. We'll probably find a bottom around 691, but if we do lose 691, expect a dump down to 689.51 as we do fill that gap. So that's what we're looking at for SPY in the overall market. Let's move into BTC and crypto, show you guys what's going on there, and then wrap up this video. So Bitcoin is going to be boring, like I said, guys. It's could start to recover if we break above 100K. That's going to be a huge sign, but there's a lot of sell orders here for BTC, and it looks like it's mostly just going to track with my fractal, meaning that BTC is about to pull back, and we are about to see BTC actually pull back pretty hard. And if it does do that, you're going to see altcoins pull back pretty hard as well. But don't fear if that does happen, because that means BTC is in an accumulation range, and we're going to see a move up. We're seeing a lot of bullish news with the ETFs. ETFs are taking in a lot of inflow. That's showing that institutional buyers are collecting BTC at these levels, and we are in what's an accumulation range. We might be getting near a little bit of a top for this rally, because be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. We are not in extreme greed yet, but we are already moving back into greed. So you want to be aware of that. And this is more indications that we might be pulling back here on BTC here soon. XRP, again, because Bitcoin dominance is so high, if Bitcoin pumps, altcoins will pump. If Bitcoin dumps, altcoins will dump. Right now, Bitcoin sideways, so XRP and Ethereum are sideways. XRP is still track of my prediction. Might have to pull back a little bit here, finding support around 189 or 167, but I don't think it will drop much lower than that. Eventually, XRP will push up. If it's able to break $2.21, it could move towards 250. If it's able to break and hold 250, that's a sign that it is breaking out, and it is probably going to start moving up towards a new all-time high. But this probably won't happen until BTC moves to a new all-time high, which I do believe is going to be happening around spring/summer of this year if we continue to follow this fractal. So this is what we're looking at for BTC crypto. If Bitcoin is able to break and hold 100K, that means that we're decoupling from the fractal and things are changing kind of rapidly. So we're looking for that possible development. But as of right now, it looks like the fractal is going to continue to track from the technicals I'm seeing. And we're probably going to see this rally that we're seeing here on BTC fizzle out, dropping down to a new low. But if that does happen, do not fear. We are still in a accumulation. So this is what we're looking at. This is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. If you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like. If you watched to the end, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. If you want to help out on the channel, you guys can check out the merch store. I'm rocking some of the merch right now. You can also drop a super chat on the live streams. But if you don't want to do any of that, make sure you do this most of all. Have fun. Stay safe. Make money. Peace out.